Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Mani Padme Hum. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. What the heck happened to Monday? I'm gonna make up a whole set of songs, I think. 7 days that are equally as confused about what happened to the previous days. That is my plight. So how are you doing today? It's a beautiful day outside. Lovely, lovely temperature. Air conditioning's not running every 2 seconds, and got a couple windows open. Not enough to stimulate my allergies yet, so that's good. But I got a good walk in last night. It was lovely. So a couple things you want to do as you are beginning to meditate, and I should say, if this is your first time, welcome. Welcome. I'll guide you through the whole thing, so don't be scared. And hang in there. Don't this is just a short meditation, so don't think that it's going to last a long time. I like to just talk and set our mental intention of what we're actually doing before we begin. And for those of you who practice with me on a regular basis, if I'm sounding like a broken record, you can just be awake and aware that I sound like a broken record, and you are there. But if you're new, you'll want to listen. We do some natural meditation. Natural awareness meditation is really our focus. So really tuning into this present moment, presencing, being present, mindful. Those things are all really pointing to the present moment, but I think a lot of instruction may be missing the actual instruction that you need to place your attention in this moment, the one that's happening right now, where your breath belongs and your heartbeat belongs and everything that you're experiencing is actually happening. So we're focusing our attention here. And this is a little bit different than what normally happens. We've usually got a trip going on, a time travel. So we're time traveling into the past, into the future, and sometimes into just mundane thoughts about something. It's like that Wikipedia mind where we are curious about a specific subject, and then we find ourselves waking up from a distracted mode of thinking about something mundane. All the time, there's been things happening in this moment. So when we can direct our awareness to this moment, we often say that in meditation we're learning to be aware of the space, even the subtle space between stimulus and response. But I say we're actually dropping in our awakened awareness and the wisdom that comes from that awakened awareness. So, for example, there's two things you want to check in with in your experience before you begin. First is check in with your body. Are you having any pain? Are you having any discomfort? And with that, can you adjust? Can you adjust your posture? Can you put a pillow behind you? Can you hold your head differently? And maybe that relieves some of the pressure that maybe you were feeling in your shoulders or in your jaw, or you can loosen something that you're holding tightly, maybe a grasping fist or tense shoulders or a tense jaw, that you can mindfully release that. And you've made an improvement through your awareness. We do the same thing with our mental body. So checking in with our mental state and see, how are you feeling? Have you been cranky all day and you've just hitched your wagon to the cranky train? And that's just how you've been operating because that's how you've been operating. And if you can be aware that you're cranky or agitated or maybe feeling depressed or anxious, that you can begin to, with some mindfulness, release that. taking some deep breaths and feeling the calm of your body just setting in and letting everything come and go. We do that to relieve some of that suffering. We do that through awakened awareness. So first, it's the Four Noble Truths of Buddhism, is that first we have to know that there's a problem. We know that there is suffering, and that there's a cause for that suffering is number two. Number three is that there is a relief of that suffering, and the pattern for the relief of that suffering is to insert that awakened awareness and the wisdom and compassion that comes from that awakened awareness. So we can be compassionate that we are in this human body, that we're having this human experience, and sometimes that just sucks. And we can move to relieve that by stepping away from the fire a bit. It's not as hot if you step away from the fire. And when we can see that, oh, that is a human reaction to my human experience, it allows us to let go of the grasping of it, and we're not drug around by it. And therefore, we are relieving our suffering with awakened awareness. Sounds simple, right? But it's always not always that easy, because we're awfully conditioned to distract ourselves each time we feel the slightest bit of discomfort, and that could be even boredom. Oh, this moment this meditation is boring and mundane, and now I'm going to think about my grocery list, or I'm going to think about that show I was watching yesterday, or I'm going to think about something I did in the past, or someone I used to know, or see how that goes. But as we sit in between these bells, I'll ring the bell in a moment, and we can sort of sink into this present moment, really focusing your awareness to here and now. When you can do that and sustain that, then we are ready to go. We're ready to go when we see, oh, I'm having a human reaction to whatever condition, whatever experience. Maybe it's chaos, maybe it's something, maybe it's something that's just distasteful and you don't like it, and you can see that don't like it is a reaction, and oh, I'm having a reaction, and how can I mindfully move from that and not get sucked in, if you will. So that's what we're doing. So for a few minutes, we're just going to remind ourselves how to keep our awareness here. And you will be distracted. You'll be distracted by an itch on your nose and want to attend to the itch on your nose, or you'll experience a thought that goes, hey, let's think about this thing. Let's think about, oh, that class you want to take, oh, or that new job that you want, or, oh, a new car, or feeling badly, or whatever we're going to do. So know that will happen, and you can celebrate your awareness of that. When you catch yourself in that moment of distraction, that's a moment of celebration, not a moment to judge yourself or chide yourself. It's about understanding, I'm having a reaction that took me to a moment of distraction, and now I'm going to bring my awareness right back over here, and that's a win. That's a big win. So we're going to keep doing that so that we recondition ourselves. Yes, possible. It's very, very possible. And that, my friends, is awakening Buddha nature. So I'm going to ring this bell 3 times and let the sound and vibration alert us that it is time to sit and breathe and bring our attention to this moment until the bell rings again. Straighten your spine. Take some deep breaths through your nose if you can. Breathing into the lowest part of your lungs. This makes the belly move out as you breathe in. Focusing and intensifying on your in-breath. Relaxing and releasing on your out-breath. Letting everything come and go just like the breath. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations will all arise and settle. Move in and move away. And there's no need to control it, no need to pull it in or push it away. Simply just sit and breathe and be. Hang out in this moment where everything is happening. Your breath and your being. In this moment, everything that's happening everywhere is in this moment. We are not apart from that. How was your awareness practice? Were you able to keep your attention here and now? Were you distracted a little intermittently? That's pretty normal if that was your experience. It's sometimes often the experience that 10 minutes into your meditation you realize you've been thinking about something for 10 minutes. But it's that moment of awareness that you realize it that is the real moment. Yes. Here and now. Here and now. I like to use that with the breath as I pay attention to my breath. Here as I breathe in. Now as I breathe out. Here and now and here and now. So, consistency is a really good thing with meditation. So, you want to try to do it on a daily, we call it daily-ish basis. So if you miss a day, you just get back on the horse. And if you need to do it at some time else during the day, it's a good idea to have a pattern and know when in your planned day that you're going to sit, even for just 5 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes is a really good place to be. So if you can do that multiple times, that's even better. So find a place in your schedule. I like to do it when I first get up in the morning. I make my cup of coffee and I go and sit. And I just sit and let everything just sort of come and go and be present with the first part of the day when things are still quiet, before I open up email and get distracted, or the phone starts to ring, or the doorbell starts to ring, or the dog needs more than just a bowl of food. So I like mine first thing in the morning and last thing in the evening. So as I'm laying down to go to sleep, that is my practice, is to be present and aware of my breath and my posture of how I'm laying in the bed and how I'm supporting myself and my intention to rest. So those are two great times. If you can squeeze another one in over your lunch hour, or arrive somewhere a little bit early and just sit in your car or find a bench. You don't have to close your eyes. You can just focus on what is there and let things just be as they are. So I'll be back here at 2:30 tomorrow because we do it every day. I love a mid-afternoon break. So you can join me each and every day, and we're recorded. So if you want to watch at a different time, you can watch it at a different time. And if you want to watch it more than once, certainly do as many times as you'd like. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Be awake, present, aware, wise, and compassionate.